What's going on, gamers? This is Doctorredstone signing in to another episode on the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the new and improved heroic mode. Going to be going over the top 5 novice, intermediate, and hardcore stages. These are going to be only on the Android Global and Android European server. I want to give a huge shout out to Beast Mode for supplying the screenshots for today's episode. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. Alrighty, gamers, and jumping on into this one, first and foremost, definitely want to talk about the upgrade of scrolls that you were able to go ahead and get while they had heroic mode going over. One thing that I do want to take a look at, Yusuf, big shout out to you for being able to get the heroic mode armor. I don't know if it was the regular or the plus version. Need to check out your video for that one. You guys can see over here they have 35, 35, 75, 85 down there. I do believe that it was 100 scrolls overall to go ahead and grab the exclusive armor, so I definitely did not think that it was that bad. One thing we're going to do is we'll talk about all 4 of those stages and just kind of how we did overall with those ones. But first and foremost, we do have Misty Marsh, which they definitely did not change it up too much. I was anticipating that this was going to be a lot harder. We did jump into Misty Marsh. We did spend the 5 gems at the very end to go ahead and regen all of our knights and everything like that. Of course, we grabbed the 2 star metal or dual star elemental armors or whatever, the ultimate armors. We grabbed 2 friends for those ones and was able to go and get that beat with 5 gems. And jumping on over here to the plateau, that is where we had some issues. Now I don't know what it was, or maybe an unlucky stun, maybe we brought the wrong knights or armors into battle, but we did spend the 5 gems at the very end to go ahead and regen all of our health, and then we had to spend another 9 gems on top of that one, so we spent 14 gems there. So in total we have 19 gems. We had to go ahead and beat this one and the last one to go ahead and grab the 35 and 35, which was 70. And you know, that's kind of where we were for those. The scrolls definitely not too hard, but was worthwhile. Haunted Citadel, well, you guys can see we definitely did not do this one. My opinion, overall, it kind of sucks how hard they made this stage to go ahead and beat. I don't know if any of you guys are able to get through this. If you are, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know your guys' tips, tricks, advice, whatever it may be. So we have 35, 35. Obviously, Haunted Citadel definitely kicked our freaking butt. So yeah, if you could beat Haunted Citadel in one of the other stages, you're probably going to have that 100 scrolls, which is definitely going to be phenomenal, because then you go ahead and grab that exclusive. Unfortunately, we are not. We did jump into Kingdom of Darkness, and this was overall fairly easy, to be honest with you. I don't feel like if they buffed this at all. I don't feel like if they really put too much more into this. The plateau was the only one that I ended up having trouble with. This one with the star elemental armors, the ultimate armors, definitely flew through this thing, no freaking problem. The one thing that I don't understand is why this stage right here is so much harder than the stage before it. Why is Kingdom of Darkness so much easier than Haunted Citadel is? It definitely doesn't make absolutely no sense to me, but I guess I'll take it, especially if you take into account of the first 2 stages that we went through. 19 gems overall plus 5 gems, 24 gems, not that bad. So taking a look at this one, I was definitely a little bit worried because we were not able to buy the broom, but I did click on it and it did say that we had 125 scrolls, which was definitely pretty good. I do believe that all the heroic modes within that 1 month, you guys can save up those heroic scrolls and use those for silver coins later. Now this one here, you guys can see we were able to grab one of the witch's brooms, and now we have enough to buy 2 of the silver coin packages, because we have 25 scrolls left over. I don't think that we're gonna have any more heroic scrolls this month. So overall, realistically, we got the exclusive material and then 2 silver coins. Before this, we were able to spend 5 gems, get 5 silver coins. So we were able to spend 10 gems to go ahead and get 10 silver coins. So overall, we're definitely missing out on quite a bit of silver coins. But what are you going to do? I mean, definitely take the silver coins if they're going to go ahead and give it to you. Keeping the scrolls, definitely not going to do us any favors, none whatsoever. So personally, I mean, I'm excited to try and go for the heroic mode armor. Big shout out to Yusuf Chang. If you have not checked out this video, definitely make sure. I do believe I've got him linked down in the description, so make sure and check out his channel. I did see that he grabbed the heroic armor. Definitely something that we're going to be trying to do here over on this channel. So definitely big shout out to you, bro. Zone 13, Zone 14, and Zone 16, in my opinion, definitely the easiest way. 26 or 24 gems overall, and we were able to grab the exclusive material. Got 2 free silver coins in it. I guess it's not really free if you have to pay for it. But let's go ahead and jump into the leaderboards real quick, and we will finish out this episode. Alrighty, gamers, and jumping on over here into these leaderboards, we have the Android global server. We got Rain coming at that #1 spot with 89 million points. Keep in mind the grind is a little bit different now because each of the stages are a little bit harder. Coming at number 2, I believe this is Luke, and I don't know who else. Big shout out to you, Luke, for coming at that #2 spot. We got Cribber coming at that #3 spot with 26 million points. We got Not My PZD, Not My God, coming at the #4 spot. And we have Alexson coming at that #5 spot in the novice Android global server. Jumping on over here into the intermediate stages, we have Hulk coming at that #1 spot with 10 million points. We got Lord Raw coming at that #2 spot with 8.9 million points. We got Giant Mole coming at that #3 spot. Andero coming in at #4. We have Muffins Jared coming at that #5 spot. Big shout out to those guys over there with 4.5 million. Last but most certainly not least, on the Android global server, definitely excited to jump over to the Android European server. We got Mike coming at that #1 spot with 3.2 million points over on hardcore. We got Zeal coming at that #2 spot. We have Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, coming at that #3 spot. And we have D Frega Maj coming at the #4 spot, and Rob representing that TFO coming in at the #5 spot right there. Yet again, this is the Android global server. Let's go and jump on over to the European. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, definitely a trifecta right here from Ragoth. I want to give a huge shout out to you, bro. Definitely absolutely killing it, coming at the #1 spot in novice, intermediate, and the hardcore stages right there. Definitely representing ThylaClan. Huge shout out to absolutely everybody over there. Of course, we've got our boy Pumical over there in that same clan representing. You're gonna go ahead and see him on a couple of these leaderboards as well. So without further ado, let's go and take a look at that novice stage. Here we are, boy oh boy. Definitely, I love the recruitment grind over on the hardcore stages, and especially since hardcore stages are a little bit harder now, definitely love to show these guys off. Ragoth coming at that #1 spot with 40 million points. We got the boy Pumical right behind him with 20 million points, representing that THC. And #2, we have Tutu coming in at #3. I'm not sure exactly who GS is. We got Jan coming at that #4 spot right there. We got Foul CAO. I'm not sure if that's Crazy Adults Only, but big shout out to those guys coming at that #5 spot. Keeping this ball rolling, jumping over the intermediate stages. Ragoth, of course, coming at that #1 spot. THC back at it again. We got DRGE63 coming at that #2 spot with 3.5 million points. Pumical back at it on these leaderboards, coming at that #3 spot, representing that THC. Definitely a lot of love right there. Kristen's best on Chris's of best on, I don't know, coming at that #4 spot right there. We got Monkey D Ruffy coming at that #5 spot right there. Big shout out to those guys. Let's go ahead and round this thing out with the hardcore stage. Jumping on over here to the hardcore stage is Ragoth coming at that #1 spot, of course. We got Deleted User representing that BOP family, coming in at that number 2 spot. Big shout out to absolutely everybody over there, killing it. We got David coming in at that number 3 spot. We got Joker coming in at that number 4 spot. And Pumical with the trifecta with his fellow guildmate in Thylaclan. Pumical coming in at that number 5. So big shout out to both of you guys for representing that guild. Alrighty gamers, and that is going to be absolutely everything from me. My thoughts overall on the brand new and improved, whatever you guys want to call it, heroic mode stage. I do wish that we were able to get some of those silver coins like we were able to get kind of before. I do think that they made it a little bit harder, which is probably going to be a good thing. And I am curious to see next heroic mode, this coming up Tuesday, or next week, better say. Definitely going to be trying to go ahead and grab that armor. Maybe we can do a live stream or something like that. I'm curious to see definitely how hard it is going to be. I know that we went ahead and tested it about 2 weeks back. I think it's time to do some testing. I think it's time to do a live stream on that. So without further ado, if you guys enjoy or want to see that episode, make sure and smash that like button. Let's see if we can get about 35 likes on this video. If you guys enjoy it, please make sure and smash that like button. Definitely helps me out. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for future videos, make sure and put those down in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe before you go. This is Dr. Redstone signing out. Thanks, YouTube. Peace.